For a berth in Super Bowl 53, away we go. The 2019 AFC Championship game is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Lucy.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go.
Bortles to throw on second down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start. But a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Bortles on the bootleg. And incomplete to open things up.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. 3rd down here. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
77.
Fournette, a first down carry. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Bortles will keep it. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, now Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This from 25 yards out. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Jackson from the shotgun. Finds his target, Montgomery. 9 yards on the play and a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Jackson on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Detroit! From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is brought in at the 21. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. Now Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 38. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Jackson. Fights off the defender, escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Lucy.
Bortles going to throw. They'll check this one off to Fournette. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Bortles now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Bortles now to throw. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Move. 11. 372.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Here's Bortles to throw. And incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially. The secondary has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Bortles again. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
72.
Now Leonard Fournette. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
This is Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He's going to get it running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And off comes to Montgomery. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Lucy. So right. 11.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Bortles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Fournette. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And the pressure gets to him again.
This offense. Line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Bortles looking long for Westbrook. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bortles to throw once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 10.
Move. Lucy.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Again, it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Gone!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot. does. Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Watch it now, Marty! Marty!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Toward the pylon, caught. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
76.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this.
Lucy. Hey, spread left.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Fighting him off. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
Lucy.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. And Bortles going to sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Hey, 5-0.
And they'll go on the ground. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Again, it's Fournette. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Lucy.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So they go for it on fourth and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.